Alrighty, pistol round. NuTorious White starting things off on the T side. LUDIO. Oh my. Oh my. A-bomb site has been left seriously undefended. There's only he here versus all 5, or only 4, but one cheat coming out strong. He looking for that pistol. Not gonna find it. NuTorious White. They have completely destroyed any hope of a defense on this A-bomb site. These dualies, they've got a lot to do and not a lot of a time to do it. Look, there's an obvious joke with NuTorious White, and I have to wait until later. All right? But a slow start for LUDIO. Not something you're going to be particularly happy with on the CT side. Pistol, but does look like they're just going to save it up and look for something a little bit better as we go into round number 3. This one likely to just be a wash. Danash, though, going in with dualies and no primary. Whoa. AFK. Zeus. Autumn not able to connect, but will get the kill with the pistol. Things got weird there for a second. All I can think is, well, I don't know. Flirted with these Zeuses. What actually was going on, and okay. Zeus recharges, and that's going to give the sound alert over to Tak Fujiwara. Oh, man. Yeah, this was just weird. Not quite sure why Whoa didn't shoot, other than trying to wait for Blurted to get over with the Zeus. Optimistic strategy. This advanced... Wait. Do advanced moving using a gutter inside a corner. I'm confused. We tried. Oh, and we've got a pause. And we've got a pause. Well, I'm not quite sure what's going on. We're in a pause. So... Oh. I see we're getting a little bit of salt. Understandable salt, but salt nonetheless. We are getting back into this one. Full buy out of LUDIO. They do have those M4s, and we've got an XM on the server in the hands of Blurted. So, you know, the memes are dreams here, and the rifles doing some serious work. Blurted is able to connect with that XM, so that's a $600 kill reward for the shotgun. The rifles, though, doing the bulk of the work here for LUDIO. 3 kills on the CT side. Molly will get Danash away from the bomb, but it's only going to leave him some space. But he and Woe will finish the job here. LUDIO on the board, 1-2. And it's a team ace for LUDIO even, so... You know, good times, I guess. Get the easy cat in there. Yippee! Okay, so Blurted is still going with the XM. I'm really curious what that person's loadout looks like. Oh gosh, that's some heavy nade damage. Whoa, we'll just rip the head right off of Danash. And it's going to be LUDIO with the player advantage very early on. Flash goes in. Ooh, a little bit of a disc pop on the AK. Doesn't connect, but utility most certainly will. Eduardo down on 41 HP. That's a great name. There's also Bugs the Bunny on NuTorious White. So, you know, some good names all around. But early defense, early aggression shoved right back down by LUDIO. They forced NuTorious White into a defensive posture on the T side. Because now you don't know where they're going to come from. Because LUDIO have already... They've sent players out to Cat. You have to be careful of that. Accessor. Ooh, caught a little bit getting aggressive. Just going to rotate someone else in. They've got 35 seconds on NuTorious White to try and figure something out on this round. The answer looks to be a bomb site, but the Molly and Donut is going to do a good job of slowing them down just for those crucial few more seconds for the rotation. Accessor onto Eduardo while Tak Fujiwara trades one back, and Bugs the Bunny will open up this A-bomb site, so it is going to be a 3 versus 2 as LUDIO rotate on in. Smoke goes in, does allow Munchie Napkin a kill onto Accessor, but the trade out of Autumn leaves this one 2 versus 1. Bugs the Bunny's already picked up one onto the AWP. Legs blurted through the box. Oh, and the kill onto Autumn as well. Now the XM, the only thing left, but just obliterates the head of Bugs the Bunny. Someone call Yosemite Sam, blurted. Looking, looking to kill the Wabbit. All right, now the question is, yep, blurted with another XM. You do know this is ESEA, right? I mean, I like, you know, some memes. But if you're only ever buying the XM, I'm a little concerned. Because, like, I guess at this point, you would have some idea that both of the full buy rounds were successful for LUDIO, so your opponent's going to be on pistols. So I guess that's the idea for Blurted, but this is NuTorious White with a pretty decisive push out onto the A-bomb site. Whoa, does manage to get one, but the Tech 9s will answer that one back. Not going to be a recoverable rifle, though. Bugs the Bunny. Oh, that nade just bounced off of his nose. Still gets the kill onto Accessor, and so these players not going the way that you might have expected. Good kill for Autumn, but the Deagle with the trade and looks for more. Eduardo. Okay, triple kill and third round for NuTorious White. Alrighty then. Well, that's not going to feel good for LUDIO. They did just finally get their feet under them for the 2-2. And just getting run down on the A-bomb site. Not going to feel great. Blurted with the Zeus once again. So You know what? Shine on, you crazy diamond. It is all pistols in the hands of NuTorious. A couple of deagles for Accessor and Hee. The rest of the squad rocking USPs. It is a 4-stack on the A-bomb side, but without armor, NuTorious just taps on the head of Accessor, and she's just gone. Hee holding down the A-bomb site with the deagle, the only upgraded pistol left for NuTorious. Is NuTorious White trying to probe their way out, but 2 pistols enough. Autumn going to be the one with the kill, and a good kill for Hee as well, so they are taking some of these weapons away. But either way, it does not look like the round will be going their way. Hee's Deeg, the last thing left, and LUDIO do falter. 2-4 is NuTorious White. Doing some good work. Alright, full buy for LUDIO. This is going to be where they have to make their stand. We're already more than halfway through this first half. Ooh, wow. Getting aggressive outside of caves. Whoa. Gonna obliterate NuTorious, but the trade from Talk will leave LUDIO licking their wounds in the nade onto Accessor after getting legged up by that AWP. Blurted, finally with a rifle in their hands, but doesn't seem to be enough for the rest of LUDIO. They're falling to this AWP. Munchie Napkin in a great position. Blurted, okay. And Autumn do finally manage to equalize. Hawk does have the read on where they're heading on out, and Danash arrives to cut down the retreat from LUDIO. 1 versus 1. Still no bomb planned. Looks like Talk does have the position on this one, does have the read. And Autumn will change to Winter. Yeah, good little spray down. Always a good thing to keep in mind that just because you can't necessarily see your opponent doesn't mean you can't hit them. And that does leave LUDIO back to pistols. Danash about to get a surprise, though. He spots the first player. Flash goes in, doesn't blind him. It's just going to be a rundown, but only able to take down Woe. Now, that's going to be called out to the rest of the team, but LUDIO just overwhelming everything that they find. These pistols proving to just be too much to handle. So a couple of weapons going to fall into the hands of LUDIO, but this is likely to be 6 for NuTorious White, which is recoverable, but not going to be easy in any sense. The T side getting this much out ahead is a great sign for NuTorious White, as Accessor will fall as well. 5-7 comes out for Blurted, looking for something on the back side, but not going to be happening as NuTorious White will claim their 6th round. I'd still like to see the bomb radius shrunken a little bit. I don't know if that would help the amount of saving that we see, or if it would hurt it, but I feel like it would be good. All right, 6-2. Pause time once again. Of course. Pause time. Get a nice casual fly around to the map. I kind of wish this was on Inferno so we could see some of the new chicken animations. People are saying Inferno might be playable now. Like, in pro play. It might not be so boring because they did make it so that there's a lot more to do on the B-Bomb site for retakes. I think they should have left the railing out of apartments gone. Them putting that back was a little bit wrong. But I guess experimentation is going to be the name of the game. I wish I could run predictions, multiple predictions at a time, because I've got one locked in, but I kind of wish I could run another one same time. Oh, I hear the countdown. All right, round number 9. Oh dear. Whoa, the first one to fall. It's an A rush coming from NuTorious White. Autumn able to handle one. And Munchie Napkin down to 11 HP as well. A good start. And LUDIO, they've left more of their defense on this A bomb site this time around. They've been fooled by enough of NuTorious White's A pressure to make a change. And it's a good job so far that they have, but Bugs Bunny looking to equalize the scales. Ooh, and that's some good information called out by NuTorious. Hee getting wrapped on now. Players from either direction. It's Danash to claim the kill. Meanwhile, bomb over toward mid for NuTorious White. I love this on NuTorious White. They took the early pressure, they took the early contact, and now they're forcing LUDIO to come to them in order to try to secure the round. They're forcing the CT side to take risks, and those risks are all going pear-shaped. NuTorious White with a 3 versus 1 advantage, gonna have the bomb down, blurted. Gonna have a tall order ahead. 1 versus 3. Who could maybe spot one? Little bit of a probing shot. Ooh, there's the barrel. Knows there's a player lurking here. Molly goes in to force him into the open, melts him through, but doesn't expect Bugs the Bunny on the off angle. And so NuTorious White claim a 7th round here on their T side. They are looking to just drive this one home. Oh my goodness. NuTorious White. Bugs may be a bunny, but he's playing like a rat. He sure is. He sure is. Oh, hello. People are showing up. Other streams must be ending. Well, is this the Nuts Academy team? I think it is. And I think they've done a good job naming it. NuTorious White. Like, come on. We know what the reference is. I understood that reference. I just told people on QCS to watch you or on... Ah, okay. Well, it's especially good because we do have an all-women team in LUDIO. It's funny that it's an all-women team versus NuTorious White. Like, there's something there, but I'm not going to acknowledge it any further. Good player advantage, though, to start this one off, though. Autumn with 2 kills and heavy damage onto Bugs the Bunny. I have not heard about it, no. This is the first time in a few rounds that LUDIO have had control of the round this early in. Now they're forcing NuTorious White to play defensively. Again, this has gone well for them in the past. Ooh. He forced back by the Molotov. This has given NuTorious White some crucial space as they push their way on in. He does spot one, but the shot doesn't connect. Second shot won't either, but this third one will be the one to work out, and Danash gonna be deleted. Tak Fujiwara now 1 versus 5. Okay. Good first kill. Needs some more. Ooh, the spray. Accessor gonna fall as well, but he's down on 13 HP, and that's not gonna be enough. Blurted using that AK is gonna end that round and that spree. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's FlyQuest Red, there's Girl Kissers. Ghost are in ESEA main as well. Like, ESEA main and ESEA advanced, for all of the people saying that, like, Impact teams should play League, they do. They are playing League. And that's something I want to try to highlight here as we proceed through the season. The great thing is, FlyQuest Red, Supernova Comets, and Ghost Gaming are all going to be in ECL this year. I wanted to say semester, this season too. Successor going to get one back. I just heard a Molly airburst. Is Ash still playing for Girl Kissers? I don't think she is. She traded out for Mads. Alright, well, NuTorious White with the player advantage. Look to try to take that advantage over toward the B-bomb site, and they've called this one correctly. Accessor flashed out. She's full white. Does allow NuTorious White onto the site. Man, now I say white too much, but with the flashes and the team name, what are you going to do, really? 8-3. NuTorious White going to continue to just dominate on Ancient. Not going to be an easy route back into this one on the T side. 1 round left on the half. LUDIO looking for at least an 8-4. That is a great connection for Hee. Looking for another. Munchie going to take that op right out of her hands. Blurted with the trade. So at the very least, some of these weapons being taken away from NuTorious White. The money, though, not going to be any problem re-buying this. Luckily, Blurted able to recover that AWP as the round timer elapses. So there's at least rifles on all 5 of the LUDIO players. Utility definitely looking on the weaker side of things. Interestingly, there are 2 players on NuTorious White that aren't full on utility either, so 8-4, I mean, LUDIO would have... It's not going to be an easy one. I mean, okay, never mind. Blurted says, yes, we are going to claim this 4th round in the name of LUDIO. 3 kills already, looking for maybe a 4th. Bugs the Bunny goes, hey, where did my team go? Yeah, no way they don't get the implication. It's NuTorious. They know. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Seriously, why are you making us wait, Bugs the Bunny? It's a 1 versus 5. You don't have bomb. Thank you. Thank you. No. I don't know. That might be worse. NuTo. I don't know if I like the mouthfeel of that. Not interview at Frag was great. Yeah. It's NuTA. Well, anyway, pistol round. And Nut had a very good pistol round on their T side. If they can replicate it, they can really put LUDIO on notice. Maho flashes flying out through A main, but NuTorious White will stand tall. The USP's connecting solidly. Excessor, the only one to get some kills back. Couple for her troubles. 2 versus 3, and look at the HP as LUDIO limp out through A main. The money is going to be okay for Excessor. At the very least, those couple of kills are going to make this next round tolerable, whether they get the bomb down or not. But Munchy Napkin in position as LUDIO try to sneak out through mid. Takes the contact to back away, so it is going to give LUDIO some opportunity to get over toward the B-bomb site, but Takufujiwara already arriving and Bugs the Bunny close at hand. I don't think we're going to get a bomb plant. Interestingly, look at all the P2000s on the NuTorious White side. Maybe we will get the bomb plant as he taps away Bugs the Bunny. 2 versus 2, Munchy Napkin arriving. He deletes another one. Wait a minute. Munchki, 1 versus 2. He's got a decoy in his inventory. Picks up the smoke and the kit as well, so giving themselves that best opportunity for the retake, for the defuse. Does get tagged up early on. The last player standing. Oh, can she find him in the smoke? Not quite. Pulls out the knife, but is there enough time? She walks right by him. Oh, that is gonna hurt. And the final shot, the final nail in the coffin. That has gotta hurt. Does ketchup belong on hot dogs? Of course not. Of course not. Ketchup does not belong on hot dogs. No, it doesn't. No tier 1 announcer can say Kyosuke. I don't know. He can just be Kyo. I worked at Portillo's in high school. Well, then you worked at a terrible restaurant. I mean, I guess Portillo's back then was okay. Portillo's now is not. Just gonna throw that out there. Anyway, good kills coming in from NuTorious White to keep this one competitive. LUDIO looking for the speed over toward the B-bomb site. Molly gonna go down to block off Bugs the Bunny. Did you get the bomb down? And he could cause some trouble with the MAC-10, but no. Danash, headshot out of the M4. And it's going to be all up to Excessor. 1 versus 3. She's got herself 1. Oh, can she get more? No. Danash will burn right through her, and it's going to be 10 on NuTorious White. Huh. I don't know. As a vegan, there's nothing I can get from Portillo's anyway, so I just tell everyone else not to go because even while I was going, they were just like strictly average. There was nothing that made me go, wow, I'm so glad I went to Portillo's. Said no one ever. We can get veggie dogs, just not the fries. Yeah, because they cook their fries in the beef broth or whatever it is. Yes, there are other things that are way more Chicago than Portillo's. Like Chicago Diner, exactly. If you've never been to Chicago Diner, it is literally world famous vegan vegetarian. It is amazing. All right, so pistols out of LUDIO following the pause. So they're looking to hopefully gather some speed. Maybe gather some weapons. Good damage out of the pistols. Whoa, with the first kill. Doubles up with the deagle. Trades out her teammate. So they do get the player advantage. GG's signal not... Wait, what? Oh my gosh, lower whacker. Yeah, I don't even go to lower whacker. That's scary. Ooh, Nedwardo. That's sound cute. There's 3 players lurking outside of A main. This one could be solid, but they don't smoke off Donut. They know that there's a play. It could be a player here, and he drops the bomb carrier. Anash arriving to make sure to deliver these final bullets, but LUDIO answering back. They're not willing to leave this one for nothing. If Autumn is able to get one, I feel like it sets up this next round. Even if it's going to be 11-4, still makes it a possibility. They're still chipping away at the economy. Yeah, a lower whacker does scare me quite a bit. But I've heard it's got some really cool abandoned architecture, so, you know, maybe it's worth a look. Alrighty, 11-4. NuTorious looking like they are more than happy to close this one out. Looking like they are set for that W. Be a long road to travel for LUDIO. Interestingly, I was calling out Blurted at the beginning of the game for the Zeuses and the XMs, but she is going positive in this one, in this juncture. Oh, Munchie could cause so much damage. Whoa, caught with a nade out. The 4 versus 4. Ooh, runs out of ammo. And the Molly flies in to flush him out. Flash goes in. Just gonna be smoke warfare. Just managed to back away to Red Room. You only used a Zeus once. Zeus is good times. Hold on. A Successor spots the player's Red Room, and the headshot comes through. Does give LUDIO player advantage. Opportunity to put their foot on the gas pedal a little bit. Speed on over to the B-bomb site. Bugs the Bunny gonna have a lot of responsibility on their hands. The spray down starts, and is only able to get to 1. The trade from Successor leaves this round a possibility for LUDIO. 3 versus 2. Bomb is planted. Danash. Look at the HP bars, though. This is just a mopping up exercise for these M4s. They just need a tiny connection to make this one work. And they've both got kits, too. This one super dangerous, but it is Danash 1 versus 2 as Talk falls. Charges on over toward the bomb. And the 3K on 13 HP for 12 on NuTorious. This one, LUDIO, they very nearly had it. You just can't stop some of these players. Danash, 17-10. Nedwardo, I feel like I haven't been saying Nedwardo a lot, but they've got the highest ADR on the server right now. Hello there. General Kenobi. Oh, man. NuTorious White looking to close this one out. Aggressive shove down mid. Munchie does take a little bit of damage off the Molotov. That is information gained. But both players, there's 2 players from LUDIO. They're sending up flashes. They're not working out. Nedwardo connects onto the first. Trade out of Autumn, but it's just not enough. There's too many players in mid here for NuTorious. And they are absolutely cutting away at LUDIO. It's just going to be up to Woe in the 1 versus 2 with the nade out of Danash to close out the round. 13-4. That is gonna hurt.